Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Saturday, November 28th, 2020, and we're at the end of our 36 week of dealing with this Chinese bat flu. Stay at home, avoid everybody, wear a mask when you're in public. Pandemic craziness that's challenging the whole world. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity's at 83%. Uh, it's like 3:30 in the afternoon, something like that. 72 degrees Fahrenheit inside and outside. 22 Celsius. So, got this storm system. Um, Hanging, it like drops down in the Gulf and then comes up. It's hanging up over top of Jacksonville, up into South Georgia, and then back down and into the Gulf. Um, Hang on a second. I'm right about there. And this is just going like that. Hope y'all can see that. Let me put you back in my. Oh, oh. Pressure systems and I do not get along well. I feel it all over. Every broken bone, every metal plate. It got me up in the middle of the night. I took a hot shower. I was thinking I'd done something yesterday during the day that it messed me up. Excuse me. Or maybe I just been sleeping wrong, but I got up and looked at this weather thing. I've been up for a little while. I mean, it's 3:30. I got up around a little bit before noon, but I've just taken over-the-counter stuff, aspirins and that type of stuff. Nothing. I don't want anything heavy duty, but it still got me just lethargic, and I don't really want to do anything. And there's a lot of stuff that I really wanted to do today. I wanted to pack up the quilts in the van, that I use for my pallet. Um, get them packed in the bag so that they don't get mildewed. I just had a couple. I've got a couple of them freshly washed. The one I'd take to my daughter is the one big king size one, and it's probably 2 to 3 inches thick. It's a good thick, heavy, real nice comforter quilt. Folded up, it takes up almost half the back of the brat buggy. So anyway, I don't want them getting mildewed or whatever. So I really can't leave them laying out as a bed. Uh, so I was going to go out and get some heavy duty trash bags and pack them all away. It just seals them up from the humidity a little bit, and put a vacuum on them or whatever. But yeah, that's not happening. There's some other odds and ends stuff around here that I wanted to get done. We're supposed to be having some cold weather coming in this week, so there's a few things around here, around my desk that need to be moved around, and I need to dig out my space heater for in here. Maybe I'll get around to doing that. I don't know. I just everything's crunchy and stiff, and it's hard to move. I may end up just going ahead and heading out to the store. Sometimes walking and just getting a different perspective will help. It depends. Right now my head's it's not a major headache. It's just like right back here, just a little bit of pressure going on. So, anyway, neither here nor there. Pocky chips. They've been calling my name here. If you saw my video from yesterday, I got a bunch of hot stuff to try, hot sauces and salsas and all that good stuff to try from Kimmy and Bobby. I don't feel right trying any of that until I get this Pocky challenge done. So I went ahead and watched a couple of videos on it. Oh man, some of those people are really lightweights. Excuse me. But a couple of them, I mean, like Emmy made in Japan. Emmy likes eating spicy stuff. And it set her up pretty good, so, I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm also kind of, like, not looking forward to it. So, and I want to be able to do justice to it, you know, so, pick the right time and whatever. But that's coming up. I was kind of thinking about doing that today. I had a few other things that I wanted to try to get done. I've been working on. I watched this channel called The Outdoor Boys. He's a lawyer with a couple of kids and does some really cool projects. He made a rocket stove out of a piece of 4x4 fence post, or wasn't fence post, but non-pressure treated. And I thought, well, that's really cool. They're fairly inexpensive, and I watched him get it started, and it didn't seem like all that bad. So, beginning of the week, I grabbed a chunk of wood that I had, a piece of 4x4, and I put a couple holes in it, and had the camera running or whatever. It would not start for me. I couldn't get fire starters to burn in the hole to get the wood itself on fire. So I thought, all right, maybe I've got too small of a hole. I think I used a 3/4 inch drill bit. So then I went to a 1-inch drill bit and drilled it out. Same thing. Had a fire starter in there. It was hard enough keeping the fire starter lit. Couldn't get any of the little kindling to really take off. I had a little bit of a fire, but it never took off the way it showed it in the Outdoor Boys video. So 2 failures. Of course, I was using the same piece of wood for both, and I'm thinking maybe that was pressure treated. I don't know that that's a major impediment to burning. I've burnt pressure treated wood before in a fire, but not try to get excuse me. Man, that hurts all the way through my back. Not trying to get a small area burning like that. So I do have a couple pieces of where I'm almost positive are not pressure treated. So I want to try to get that started. If it works, it works, and you'll get a video. If it doesn't, then I'll put together a thing with all the videos and show it not working. I'm basically coming clean right now on it. But yeah, I was trying to get one out for yesterday. Or last night for Fired Up Friday. It just was not working. So, again, I was thinking about doing it for today. Yeah, I'm not up to dealing with my drill and all the other stuff. So, I don't know. Sometimes this, this stuff just happens. The weather assault speed, and you know I'm down and out for the count. At least I'm not bedridden today. At this point, sometimes the storms come in and hit me so hard in the head that all I want to do is pop a light switch, Xanax, and yeah, something like that, and go out. Although I'll tell you what, as just while I'm sitting here, my head's getting worse. So, ain't nothing but a thing. It'll pass. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. You know, it just is what it is. So, I mean, I don't ever have like really big plans to get a whole lot of stuff done. It's usually just puttering around. But this isn't even letting me do that. Half tempted not even to post this video. It sounds like I'm whining, but I know y'all like doing y'all like the Saturday video or whatever. Can't even really hardly think. What else was I thinking about? Oh, the other thing I was sort of kind of planning on today. I've been trying to figure out a good way to cook out, because it gets dark so early, and I don't usually eat until 7 o'clock at night or something like that. So, I mean, the weather's great to go out and cook, but I need lighting, and I haven't come up with a good way to light here. I used to have it pretty well, you know, set up in my head what I could do at the old house. Just haven't really come up with a way that really works here. Although I've got a couple of ideas now that I might be able to use. And a young friend here in the neighborhood brought me this big LED light. That might do the trick. Just have to figure out if my idea for mounting is going to work. I was thinking about a couple of magnets onto the metal roof. The magnets hold. I'm not sure if it's going to hold that light up. May need a couple more magnets. May just go ahead and you know add some chain or some clamps to it. That's an idea. Go to Harbor Freight and get a couple of those big plastic clamps and epoxy them right to the back of that. Yeah, that might really work. See, just spitballing like this, and it helps. Of course, now I have another project to play around with. But yeah, that might actually work. So, yeah, there's a couple of meals that I had intended to. Well, I'd like to go ahead and show. Again, just you know, getting the lighting going and whatever. So now I'm slowly working on the outside too, getting everything cleaned up after the growing season and whatever. And I've had a request to show you know what's going on out there now. Right now, what's going on out there is it's a mess. I was out there yesterday with the blower. We got, I don't know, maybe a third of it taken care of. There's still stuff that needs to be raked up and picked up. Stuff that needs to make its way down to the dumpster. Just things that I need to make a decision on too. Like I've got another table out there, which, like most things, just tends to generate stuff. You know, you set something down and intending to do something with it and then don't. So I have to make the decision whether I'm going to move the table to another location or just go ahead and get rid of it altogether. So I'm leaning heavily towards getting rid of it altogether. Just to get things spruced up a little bit. Kind of hate doing it because it does give me another space to work when it's cleaned off. If it's not cleaned off, it doesn't do me any good, right? It's kind of like my desk here. I've got a full-size dining table, and you know, I've got like 3 projects sitting in front of me, 4 projects. My batteries are piled up over there in the corner. So it happens, especially when you're a pack rat. Actually, I saw. I watch this other channel, Robert. I can't think of his name. He's over in England somewhere. He's British. But he calls himself a magpie because he's a lot like I am. He goes around, he picks stuff up off the curb and out of dumpsters, and sees another use for it, packs it away, and kind of like forgets about it until another project pops up and you can go ahead and grab it. Anyway, I'm a lot like that. So, and I need to. I fight it. I really do. Like bringing home those shelf things the other day. Just another area for me to put clutter. So, I mean, I do have an idea for the wire baskets. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint them and put them in the bathroom for like washcloths and soaps and stuff like that. That may work like that. I mean, it's supposed to be a roll-around cart, but I can mount it right on the wall. So I think that might work. Again, that's another one of those projects that, I mean, it's not going to take long. It's not going to take long to paint it. It has to be cleaned up first. I'll spray it down with some a mild vinegar solution and, you know, wipe soap and water and wash it all down, and then paint it. And then it'll be just, you know, driving a couple of anchors into the wall and hanging it up. So total time spent is going to be like maybe 20 minutes. Actual time getting it all done, you have to wash it and then let it dry. And you have to paint it and let it dry, and then you have to, you know, yeah. So the total time isn't going to be all that long, but it takes up. It'll be a project that takes 2 or 3 days or longer if you know. If you're like me and procrastinate and whatever, but hey, I know myself at least, right? I mean, I brought in that stool the other day. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I was thinking I would cut it off and and make it so I could use it in the van to sit on, but I already have my facilities bucket, which is basically it's a seat, so I don't really need another seat like that in the van. I don't have the room for it, so I don't know. It could make a nice little side table. Maybe I don't know. I've got. The little guys probably won't be coming here to stay as much. I've got stuff here to get out of here. A couple of small chairs, a couple of tables. again, that's stuff that's been in the works, but like I don't want to. The little rocking chair is too nice to throw away. It needs to be cleaned up and then, you know, put online so I can sell it. I think about it and then just like don't get around to doing it. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to get off of here. I'm starting to have a little bit of problem with my visions. That means the headaches are going to get worse here shortly. Don't worry about it. Trust me, I've been here before. I'll be fine. Just probably going to go in and turn off all the lights. Just let it do its thing. This pressure front isn't really moving any. Storms are coming through, but the pressure's just kind of hanging right there. I hate when they do that. Pressure front needs to move through. I get the headache and then it goes away, or whatever. When it hangs like this, and it's just constant. So. Hopefully it moves out of here within the next couple of hours. Hopefully it doesn't hang here for a couple of days. Man, I'll be going crazy. Any of you that have broken a bone kind of know what I'm talking about. The weather just gets into that bone and aches. So. There's not a whole lot you can do. Like I said, I'm going to go back in, crank the air conditioner up, and turn my heating blanket on. The air conditioner will help pull any of the moisture out of the air, and then the heating blanket is just heat on my achy bones. Oh. Let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantastic. Go check me out on Facebook or Instagram. I'll have links in the description box, wherever that is, on your device of choice. I haven't been posting on either very much lately, but it is there. So you'll also find links to similar videos. You'll find my email, my PayPal, in case you want to buy me a Coke or a slice of pizza or something like that. You'll find my my regular mail, you know, in case you want to send me something off the wall, unusual, unique, wickedly cool. Buy me dinner at Taco Bell or what was the name of that steak shack or steak shop I got? I had one for Chipotle's. Anyway, y'all never cease to amaze me with the stuff that you send and share. I love it. I really do. I was watching that Pocky. I was watching some commercials on the Pocky chip challenge, and they have a devil nut challenge or something like that. That's tempting, although with my teeth I really can't eat peanuts. But I'm looking at it and like they were all almost the same type thing. It was like they had a Carolina Reaper and a chocolate Bakul whatever was the number one, and the next one was a Carolina Reaper and a ghost pepper. Well, the ghost pepper and the whatever that is, It's the same pepper. So, you know, 1 and 2. And then, like, the third one was, like, they went down instead of going up in heat. I don't know if you're supposed to start at the 5th one and go the other, and go up to 1, or what. But they started at, you know, the 2 hottest peppers, the Carolina Reaper and the Ghost. And then as they went down, they worked their way through like, the Scorpion and stuff like that. So the heat levels actually went down. It didn't make any sense to me. But, again, I can't really eat peanuts, so maybe I could mash them up. Eat them that way. But neither here nor there. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. It's launchy, y'all.